All right, good evening, boys and girls. For homework tonight, you are going to be charting in your reading journal following last for Jess and his character development. We are focusing on how Jess develops throughout the book. So if you remember, we did the ending first. We started with the ending because that's where we want to get to. That is who Jess is now at the end of the book. So we looked at how he looks, how he acts, how he speaks, and how he thinks. He was very mad, his face scrunched up at the end of the book. He's looking very upset. He acts more mature. He's doing his chores on his own. He makes a bridge for Maybelle so she can come to Terabithia. He speaks very respectfully and responsibly to the Burkes, but yet he yells at his parents because he's very upset with what they're telling him. And at the end of the book, you can tell he very much cares for Leslie. We did chapter 1 together in class to help you begin to think about how he is at the beginning and middle of the book versus what we noticed about Jess and his character at the end of the book. So we do know he looks very sweaty because he's so focused on running and being the fastest runner in his grade. He's being very sneaky. He sneaks around. He's tiptoeing out of the house so he can go run right after Dad leaves. He doesn't appreciate Maybelle, and he's very rude to his other siblings. This is all different from who he was at the end of the book. He appreciated Maybelle very much at the end of the book, even to the point he built a bridge so she could safely make it to Terabithia. He speaks very bossy at this point to Maybelle, but yet very smoothly to Miss Bessie as he milks her every morning. We're then looking at the fact of different things that he's thinking. He thought only about running and only about being the fastest person in 5th grade. He spent all summer long just training for this right here. That was the only thing he ever focused on. And he disliked his 2 older sisters because he was always stuck doing the work. This came through in the way he thinks. He didn't necessarily speak about it directly to them, say the day they were going shopping and he got stuck at home doing all the chores, but yet this is what he's thinking. So now for homework tonight, you're going to do chapters 2, 3, 4, and 5, all about Jess and how he's developing as a character, reminding yourself and going back to what we said he was like at the end of the book. So you really need to make sure you're following how is he different in his looks in chapters 2, 3, 4, and 5. How is he different in the way he's acting in 2, 3, 4, and 5. How he's speaking, and how he thinks. You're really taking this basis because this is where he is as a person, as a boy, as an individual at the end of the book, and how is he getting there? So look for that in chapters 2, 3, 4, and 5, following the guide that we started for chapter 1 in class ourselves. If you would like, you can do a little bit of chapter 2 and 3 tonight. Bring to school tomorrow and I can look it over for you and we can see where you're at. If you have any questions, feel free to email me or bring them to school tomorrow. All right? Enjoy.